Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Stanley, and I am back today to review the newest installment in the Saw franchise, Spiral, from the Book of Saw. Also, this is going to be full spoilers, so yeah, just letting you know right now. This is produced by Chris Rock, directed by Darren Lynn Bousman, and stars Chris Rock, with story by Chris Rock. So yeah, this is a bit of a passion project, and what did I think of it? Well, let's get into the positives. One thing I can say with absolute certainty is that the cinematography has definitely stepped up in most places. I'll get to that. But yeah, a lot of interesting new angles, some very vibrant colors, and I'll definitely say that a lot of the traps did make me squirm. Holy shit. Yeah, not to get too into detail, but there's one that shoots glass into someone's back. Oh. And there's a trap where somebody gets waterboarded with boiling hot wax. Holy shit. And yeah, I'd even say that 70% of the time I found Chris Rock to be very convincing in this role. And Samuel L. Jackson was really good in this movie. I mean, he's doing his thing. He's Samuel L. Jackson, and, you know, I'll take what I can get. Which leads me right into my mixed thoughts. Chris Rock, you're at the top, buddy. Yeah, there were a lot of scenes where I really enjoyed Chris Rock and his delivery, his comedic timing. There were a lot of jokes that didn't really work for me, but some jokes that really did work for me, like the Pilates line. But there's also just a lot of dated humor that he throws in there, like there's a reference to Twilight. Uh-huh.
I just thought, maybe if we sprinkle some humor into this, it might be a different experience. And I think we pulled it off.
I will say that a lot of the other actors did a decent job, but there is some overacting in the supporting cast category, and a little bit in Chris Rock.
12 years ago, I turned in a dirty cop. I get a medal for it. Big fucking deal.
And I'm very mixed about the twist. On the one hand, I think it's kind of cool that it's a cop who wants to kill corrupt cops, but it also just it's just very stupid the way it's executed, like almost to the point of parody. I suppose that leads me into my negative thoughts. Oh boy. And when I say I'm mixed on the twist of Officer Shank being the Jigsaw Killer, which, by the way, Shank, real cute. When I say I'm mixed on him being the Jigsaw Killer, for a story that was taking itself so seriously up to this point, when you're introduced to the twist that this man, since he was 12 years old, wanted to join the exact police squad as Chris Rock's character, Zeke. How do you expect me to take a twist that crazy seriously when you introduce real-world themes such as police brutality and corruption? And yeah, by the end, it just really left a bad taste in my mouth. Not to mention fucking what happens to Samuel L. Jackson. Okay, and when I said I like Sam Jackson's character earlier, I will say the flashbacks with him and Chris Rock were laughable. Between the makeup and just the TV level cinematography, like, that's another thing. I know I mentioned earlier that the cinematography looks much better than the other movies. I will say that it is lacking in some scenes. A few things that stand out to me, this is off of a first viewing, by the way, so take this with a grain of salt. The diner scene with Zeke and Shank, there's like a weird slider effect that's just really rough, and it looks strange to me. And the flashback in Samuel L. Jackson's office with him, Zeke, and the captain who's gotten, yeah. It varied in quality of the cinematography. It was strange. And when you find out that Detective Shank wants to recruit Zeke to be his partner, to ultimately hand over the dirty cops to him, I think that's a cool idea, but then the ending happens. Man, I don't like that ending. Let me put it into perspective for you guys who maybe haven't seen the movie and are just watching a spoiler review on a whim. The movie ends with Samuel L. Jackson. You've seen this in the trailer. He's strung up on, like, marionette wires. He's having blood drained out of him. And when he's dropped down, there's a contingency in case Zeke doesn't go through with Shank's plan. When the SWAT team arrives that Shank called earlier, the marionette strings lift Sam Jackson back into the air. It makes a shotgun barrel come down to Samuel L. Jackson's hand, and it lifts up his arm. And then the SWAT team open fire. Zeke is on his knees and has surrendered to the SWAT team, by the way. I, again, understand the intent behind this, but when you end the movie with that and the killer getting away, and you immediately cut to this,
I'ma let him spin like a spiral.
I think it's a bit of a tonal shift, wouldn't you say? So yeah, my last negative point is that this movie really struggles with tone.
We had like a nice deal where I was in charge of comedy and Darren and the writers were in charge of the traps. And occasionally the two would meet.
Again, this is just my opinion. You may feel differently. But yeah, ultimately, if I had to rate it, I'd probably give it a 2.5 out of 5. If you're looking for gore, I mean, it gives it to you. It's really good. It went further than I thought it was going to in a few places. And again, Chris Rock does a good job most of the time. And I think, yeah, I hope this gets new movies so that they can finally do something else. But I understand that they also can't stray too far from what the franchise is. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. If you saw it this weekend, awesome. I saw it on a Friday night. And I'm happy to announce that this video is brought to you by Skillshare. And yeah, whether you're a YouTuber like me or someone who's just looking to get a little more creative with the way you make people appreciate life, Skillshare is the way to go. For the former, I definitely recommend Marquez Brownlee's new class that he has there. It's a real treat. I just started it the other day. It's not bad. And right now, you can get a 2-week free trial today by using the code SKREACT or clicking the link in the description below. And yeah, I want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.